Hey guys, happy Saturday to you, and over here at FICM Repair. So, I shot a video on FICM voltages and what voltage should be low enough and whatnot, and I have over here this comment from Yo Pauly. He says mine will drop below 46 on a cold start for about 10 to 15 seconds. They'll climb up to 49 during normal operating temp. So here's what's going on there. Recognize it is a 30 amp draw to get that module to behave itself when it's cold. But that 30 amp draw only becomes a 3 amp draw when it's hot. So, Yo Polly, sorry, brother. I'm here to say your FICM is toast, and it's not going to get better. Your FICM is damaged. It should not be doing that. There should be nothing you should ever be able to do to get your FICM to drop below 46 volts. So if you're seeing below 46 volts, recognize that's a problem, and it's minimally costing you fuel economy right now, and it might just end up costing you, a tow bill here if we don't take care of this sooner than later. So please keep that in the back of your head. Also keep in the back of your head that there's always a reason why. So most victims, they die death by 1,000 cuts. A little bit of inadequate supply side voltage here, there, and everywhere. A little bit of a bad alternator, a little bit of bad ground, a little bit of excessive cranking, and pretty soon we've got a FICM problem. And so that is what's going on here probably. So please, we can send you a FICM on exchange. It'll leave it'll leave same business day that you asked for it, as long as you meet our shipping cutoff. Or we can save you $75 and repair yours. But the last thing that I want to do, the very last thing I want to do, is go ahead and have you have the same problem again. So please load test your batteries. If you live in a southern climate, your batteries need to test out above 700 cold cranking amps. If you live in a northern climate, you need to test above 800 cold cranking amps. And as long as they do, that's good. And then go ahead and let's get your alternator tested. Put that in ideally the kitchen oven, 225 for an hour, to replicate the under temperatures that puppy would see when you're stuck in traffic and it's 100 degrees outside. And then take it out of there some shop towels. And after you take it out of there some shop towels, hightail over to the local auto parts store and get that puppy bench tested. Be neighborly. Say, hey man, don't burn yourself showing this thing's good or not. And if it's good, you can stick it back up in there. But if it's bad, you gotta do something. The standing record for killing a perfectly awesome Thickum is 15 seconds after ignition. So holy buckets, it matters so much. Please don't say, hey, let me go ahead and I'm gonna test this thing after I get the thing running. Because if your alternator was the reason for the problem, well, you're just gonna have this problem again. And I don't want that for you. So warranties are great. Downtime sucks. The stock alternator is way too small for this application just anyway, here to say. And so I've shot like any number of videos on that topic before. But if you live in a northern climate, take a look at our 240 amp alternator that does 190 at cold idle. The bummer with that alternator is you need our deluxe cable kit in order to get it to play. Or you could look at our 185 amp if you're in a southern climate. That's the biggest you can go without having to do cabling, so that's pretty nice. And life is good. But the 185 does 130 at cold idle. The 240 does 190 at cold idle, and both of those sound a lot better than the 75 of your stock unit. So the goal is not to tell you stuff; it's to sell you stuff. Other way around. That's so funny. The goal is to tell you stuff, not sell you stuff. There we go. Whew, little Freudian there. Sorry about that, guys. If you're watching my videos enough, we're just guilty of caring. So, FICMRepair.com. We're all in this together. I appreciate you. Take care. And Yo, Polly, don't wait too long, brother. I'm sure you got enough friends in your life. You don't need to have the tow truck driver as one more. All right? Thanks, man. Take care. We'll see you. Bye bye.